In 1980, a change in the law shook the Swedish royal family and rearranged the line of succession, having a lasting impact for generations to come. Decades later, the king described the move as rather strange and clarified his remarks after receiving widespread criticism. Today, Sweden's future queen is Crown Princess Victoria, a female heir to the throne. Victoria was born on July 14, 1977, as the first child of King Carl XVI Gustaf and Queen Silvia. According to the inheritance laws at the time, Victoria, being female, was not eligible to inherit the Swedish throne. On May 13, 1979, Queen Silvia gave birth to their second child, Prince Carl Philip. Since Sweden practiced male preference primogeniture at that time, only males could inherit the throne, so the newborn immediately became the heir apparent. 7 months later, the Swedish parliament voted to introduce gender-neutral succession rights, allowing women to inherit the throne for the first time. This change took effect on January 1, 1980, and Victoria, the eldest child of the king and queen, moved to the front of the line of succession. After this, Crown Prince Carl Philip was downgraded to Prince Carl Philip, and Victoria was promoted to Crown Princess. Now, regardless of gender, the eldest child of the monarch can inherit the throne. This means that Crown Princess Victoria's eldest daughter, Princess Estelle, will one day become the Queen of Sweden. For the young princess, who celebrated her 13th birthday on February 23, this is a distant reality. Although Sweden has moved with the times and allowed women to inherit the throne, the king finds it difficult to cope with the change. The king doesn't like it. He wanted his son to become king, so he was angry, Mattias Frihammar, an associate professor of ethnology at Stockholm University, told ABC in 2023. At the end of 2022, King Carl XVI Gustaf of Sweden criticized the change in the law in a Swedish documentary, calling it unfair. The king said, "Creating laws with retroactive effect is tricky." When the interviewer asked whether it was unfair to strip his son Prince Carl Philip of his title after his birth, the king replied, "Yes, I think it is." However, the king's comments were quickly met with criticism. In response, the king later issued a statement reaffirming his support for Crown Princess Victoria. In the statement, the king said, "This fall, I was asked twice in interviews about the change in the line of succession in 1980, where the firstborn child inherits the throne regardless of gender. Looking back, when I hear someone say that I would not support my daughter Crown Princess Victoria as the heir to the Swedish throne, I feel deeply pained. Therefore, I want to make it clear that my interview responses should not be interpreted as criticism of a female heir to the throne or of Crown Princess Victoria. For me, it is self-evident that women can inherit the throne. The Crown Princess is my successor. She is an extraordinary asset to me, my family, and our country. I am proud of her and the tireless work she does for Sweden. However, if Prince Carl Philip were the heir to the throne, the Swedish monarchy might not have the same level of support it enjoys today. An annual survey shows that Crown Princess Victoria is the most popular public figure in Sweden. Daniel Jansen from the SOM Institute stated, "Her popularity is twice that of the king. Once she ascends the throne, it will be undoubtedly good for the monarchy." Crown Princess Victoria's popularity may stem from her dedication to royal duties. She has been a key figure in public events since her teens. In 1995, at the age of 18, the Crown Princess gave her first national speech, which was broadcast on television. While speaking at a ceremony in the Royal Palace's National Hall, Victoria said, "I will always remain loyal to the king and the Swedish Parliament."